Those 7 habits of highly effective people ialah company culture kita lah. So, you kena ingat seumur hidup. Yang ini habit number 1 ialah be proactive. Be proactive means you gonna focus and act on what you can control and influence instead of what you can't lah. So, banyak orang yang pertama punya habit pun tak boleh buat lah. I akan explain sikit lah. So, proactive punya orang, dia akan know your responsibility lah. Okay, if you tak tahu you punya responsibility mau buat apa barang, you tak akan proactive lah. And then second thing ialah dia akan cari jalan penyelesaian. Proactive punya orang akan always cari jalan penyelesaian. Okay, dia tak akan blame. Dia tak akan blame. Dia akan take up the blame. Okay, proactive punya orang, dia boleh choose their behavior. Okay, reactive punya orang ialah opposite of proactive. Reactive punya orang, dia tak tahu dia mau apa. Dia masih blur. Everyday mari, dia tak tahu dia mau buat apa barang. Blur punya orang ialah reactive punya orang. So, dia akan always cari excuses. Okay. Tak boleh lah, ini mau pergi situ tak boleh dan. So, always find ways. Even though you have other thing to do, but you still carry on your responsibility. Cari jalan. Ini sangat penting. Complete the job. Okay. So, reactive punya orang asyik blame frequently. Orang lain punya salah. Always orang lain punya salah. And macam ini punya orang, dia senang di-influence. Okay? Satu tim buat salah saja, semua orang akan down. Dalam punya orang, semua reaktif. Instead, you kena jadi orang yang boleh influence orang lain. Okay? Pi bakat dia. Okay? Kita Cina cakap 去点燃其他人. Okay? You macam api obor pi bakat orang. Bukan panggil you pi bakat dia lah. Understand? It's some sort like metaphor lah. Okay? So, example. Proaktif punya orang, if let's say hari ini dia kena kritik, dia akan first thing to do, dia akan fikir, how can I improve? How can we get better? Dia akan tanya ini dua soalan. Then, lepas tu dia akan tukar dia punya attitude. Jadi, let's do it. I can and I will. Dan orang macam ini, dia always happy punya. Proactive punya orang always carry positive energy. Sebab dia akan always settle issue. Dia punya tabiat macam ini. Whereas, untuk orang yang reaktif, dia akan tak tahu macam mana buat, semua tak tahu. Then bad mood, bad performance, bad attitude. Dan lepas tu dia akan komen, tak mau kerja lah, balik awal lah, kerja slow-slow sikit. So, dia akan bawa negative emotion balik dia punya rumah, balik dia punya kehidupan. So, proactive people always ask, how can I improve? How can we get better? And let's do it, I can and I will. Okay, reactive punya orang, dia kerja macam zombie, vampire. Okay, tak tahu. Tengok dia mari pun, tak tahu dia mau buat apa. Macam tak ada energy lah. Okay. Proactive punya orang, dia always happy mah. Betul. So happy Tuhan akan sayang you punya. You ada duit jatuh dari langit you akan simbah loh. Understand? You can attract all the wealth lah. Okay, good things lah. For those who always not happy one Tuhan mau kasih you duit you pun tak akan collect Dia akan terus slow bila hilang, habis, bazir. Okay, so you need to remember, people with good emotion will attract good things, good people and good wealth lah. Always stay positive. Jangan cakap tak boleh jangan cakap I'm a failure Never think very negative. If proactive, we always proactively do the things. Identify your goal is very important. That's why the second habit we will talk about. This guy is very famous. His name is called Jim Rohn. So Jim Rohn say, if you really want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't, you will find and excuses. Okay? So, you mau buat satu barang, you betul-betul mau itu barang, you cuma ada satu alasan saja. Focus and act on it. Don't talk so many nonsense. So, if you don't want to do that thing, you have thousands of excuses. Okay? I want to go out with my family lah. My my who got some issue lah, itu lah, apalah, kaki sakit lah, gigi sakit lah, tak boleh mari ah, belakang sakit ah, pinggang sakit ah, tak mari loh, tak ada buat kerja lah. Okay, thousands of excuses you will find. So in our life, that's why this is called 7 habits of effective people. Effective, it's for your own life, not for the company. Okay, in our life, we always find excuse, right? You ask yourself, how many excuses that you have given for not achieving your goal that you have set. So always practice. If you really want to do something, find a way. So he also say this one, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. For things to improve, you have to improve. When you grow, everything in your life grows with you. This is a very, very super powerful pepatah yang you kena ingat seumur hidup. In your life, I don't know, maybe you face a lot of hardship. You sangat susah ke? One day, your family happen this thing, your son, your daughter happen this thing, and then your car broken down, and someone langgar you belakang, then you jatuh pula, then you punya laptop rosak. In one day, happen so many bad things. So there is a reason behind why so many bad things happen to you. Gaduh dengan family ke, okay? So don't worry. Always think this thing. For things to change, you have to make change. Jangan harap orang tukar. First thing you have to do proactively, tukar yourself. Make change for yourself. Get better for yourself. Okay? If ada orang PUA you, ada orang buat you tak bagus punya barang. Okay? Tak apa. Paling penting ialah kita make sure kita make sure kita improve, sendiri improve. Okay? So if everything you improve by yourself, everything in your life will grow lah. Will grow with you lah. Understand? Ini sangat penting you kena hafal ya ini. Okay? So ini ialah bahasa Melayu lah, dah translate lah. Untuk perkara berubah, Anda perlu berubah. Untuk perkara menjadi lebih baik, Anda perlu menjadi lebih baik. Untuk perkara bertambah baik, Anda perlu bertambah baik. Apabila Anda berkembang, segala-galanya dalam hidup Anda berkembang bersama Anda. Okay? So, proaktif punya orang, kita always ada freedom untuk pilih. Kita boleh pilih kita punya behavior. Mau macam mana. So, you kena ingat, satu orang, kita ada 4 unique human gift. Self-awareness. You ada sentiasa buat reflection sendiri dah. Hari ini, I buat apa yang bagus. I buat apa yang tak bagus. I kena macam mana bertambah baik. Oh, hari ini I kena marah. So, apa salah yang I sudah buat. So, I macam mana improve sendiri. Ada buat self-awareness. Okay. The best self-awareness that you can do is during mandi. That's the best session that I always do. Mandi, I akan reflect balik hari ini I buat apa-apa. Yang kedua ialah imagination. Imajinasi. Yang ketiga ialah conscience, hati nurani. Yang keempat ialah kemauan bebas. Banyak orang mau independent view, but society kita buat sampai kita tak boleh pilih, kita tak boleh bebas. Okay? Ada komitmen kereta, ada komitmen bank, ada bank loan, ada anak, okay? Ada bill, ada expenses. Okay? So from today onwards, you kena belajar proactive language. Proactive language ialah I can, I will, let's do it. My responsibility, no problem. Always say no problem. Okay? So if you can practice proactive language, I believe that proactive people always has a choice. There is a way for everything that happen. Every issue, every problem. Understand? So, bukan you punya, that's why I always conclude to my workers, in this company, your problem is your problem. Your masalah is your masalah. Bukan you punya masalah pun jadi you punya masalah. This is how you increase your responsibility. It's not that other people cannot do their work. It's not that other people, they do their work very bad. It's when other people responsibility also become our responsibility. This is the time where you learn new thing. This is the time you grow. This is the time that you say you can. Ha. That's why I'm very bersyukur because I learned about all these 7 habits. I practice it very good. Even though my sister, she's an admin, she was an admin. She threw the letter DO on the floor for me to pick up. I also say no problem. I sangat sakit hati. I really really sakit hati. Then tak apa. Dia mau humiliate I say to her, administration I sendiri buat. Dari quotation, RFQ, invoice, PO, accounting, debit note, credit note, balance sheet, profit loss statement, semua I tahu buat. Sekarang I sudah bertambah baik. I tak kisah dia macam mana buat I tak kisah dia belakang cucuk I berapa kali. Cucuk apa I pun tak tahu. So I just focus on myself. So now I grow. I become stronger. So if I want to think on her stance, dia akan takut. Bukan I yang takut. Sebab I tahu semua benda. I boleh run the company. I can train new admin. Okay, so if you are reactive people, remind yourself, don't say I cannot. Don't say difficult. Don't say tomorrow. Don't say not my issue. Don't say I have other how nak lain nak buat. Ini bukan ada masalah. Because you push away. When the opportunity, people is not lack of opportunity, people is lack of discipline, you know. So how disciplined are you in practicing this proactiveness? Be proactive is very important. So if you are practicing reactive language, you are reactive, do you have a choice? No. If touch wood, anything happen to your family, you don't have the money, you don't have the strength, you don't have the skill. Okay? So how are you going to help? So yang tak baik punya akan always happen at your place because you don't have a choice. Understand? Now I have a choice because I know administration. I can resign and go to other places. I can become an administrator. I can resign. I can go to become an engineer. I can resign. I can become a director. Many choices. Why? Because not my problem also become my problem. Understand? So learn. So orang yang proaktif dia punya circle of influence sangat besar punya. Okay? So circle of influence dia akan always influence orang lain. Dia punya circle of concern, dia tak ada masa untuk risau. So, positive energy and last COI lah. Kita cakap COI. So, if you are reactive people, you are always concerned. I'm a failure lah. I cannot lah. So, you always concern. Tak boleh lah. Ini sangat susah lah. Tak mau buat boleh lah. So, can you influence people positively? No. Your circle of concern will close you in your own world. Understand? So always remember, I'm not the product. This is Stephen Covey, the doctor that create this 7 habit. And this 7 habit is widely used in Celestica, Honeywell, do Airbus one, semua terbang punya, kapal terbang aerospace product they practice 7 habit. I'm not a product of my circumstances, I'm a product of my decision. You decide apa barang is very important. So today, tomorrow is a fresh start. Have you planned tomorrow what you want to do? This is a decision. How about in 7 days? How about in 30 days? How about in 1 year? How about in 3 years? What you want to achieve is very important. So many people come in gas engineering, they say, oh, come in. Oh, actually learn a lot of things. A lot of things that you haven't learned before. Because you are running a company. I'm not hiring very professional manager. Professional manager just know how to manage. They don't know how to execute tasks. What we are hiring, what we want is talented people who can run the company. Their own company in the future. Okay? So be proactive. Start from today. Ada apa masalah? Please tulis. Okay? Jangan delay. Tengok, sudah cancel PO dah. So tak boleh complain apa-apa. Ini apa masalah. Sebab kita tak ada extra punya orang. Then dia sudah ikut I begitu lama. Macam mana figure out jatuh pertama pun tak tahu. I think it's a problem. Because he also practice 7 habit. But whether he learned 7 habit, whether he practice 7 habit is another soalan. Okay. marah pun tak ada guna. So at the end, it's your own decision. Your own decision decide who you are. It's about what you do define who you are. This is from Batman Begins. Bruce Wayne. Dia punya girlfriend cakap, dia punya girlfriend yang kasih dia tahu. It's what you do that define who you are. So tengok wayang proactively pergi belajar. Okay, bukan tengok wayang syok saja. Habit number 2, begin. Okay, ialah yang sangat penting. Begin with the end in mind. Always begin with the end in mind. Sangat senang. You ingat EIN. End in mind. End in mind. Mind itu apa? Pemikiran. End itu apa? End ialah hujung. So at the end, you mau apa lah? So you kena define you punya clear measure of success and a plan to achieve it. You jangan set goal tapi you tak set plan. Tak ada guna punya. Okay, you kena set goal, you kena set plan. You kena execute you punya plan proactively. And then check tengok you ada meet you punya goal tak. So always begin with the end in mind. Second habit is very important. Tengok ini. You nampak on the left hand side is only an apple. Lama-lama you zoom out. Oh, actually selonggok apple. Zoom out. Oh, actually selonggok apple ada satu tree. Tapi you tak nampak dia punya akar. So as you zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, you can notice that actually semua orang punya end in mind tak sama punya. Tengok you punya perspektif, tengok. Tengok you punya perspektif yang mana lah. Mungkin San nampak ialah sebiji apple saja. Mungkin Xiaoping tengok ialah selonggok apple. Mungkin Daya tengok, oh ialah satu tree. Tapi bos tengok ialah everything. Okay? So everything is important. Akar important. Stem is important. Apple is important. Branch is important. So this is to tell you that different people has different end in mind. So what is your end in mind? End in mind literally in layman terms dipanggil the big why. Kenapa? In the company, maybe you just want to angkat gaji saja. Satu biji apple saja. In the some people in the company, they want to run this company, they want to own the whole company. So they want to become a shareholder, example, a director, example. Okay? Ada orang dia mau anggap profit sharing saja. Okay? Semua orang tak tahu. Ada orang dia masuk mau belajar macam mana tanam pokok. So what is your end in mind? If your end in mind is very strong, it will be like a tree, this big tree with roots. Okay? So if your end in mind is only just this tree, but you are not focusing on the roots, one day tumbang, you sudah give up. You don't even know why this tree dia tumbang. Lepas hujan kuat. Okay? So what is your end in mind? You think, what is your big why? So everything we have a big why. Always begin with an end in mind. Okay? If your end in mind is different, these are all the conflict that will arise. So we need to make sure our end in mind is the same. We need to make sure the end in mind is clear. Okay? Mau tukar, mau tambah stand tu tambah stand. Mau guna cabinet tu guna cabinet. The end in mind is different. Why his end in mind is want to install a cabinet at the partition? Because he doesn't even know that the partition cannot hang fire extinguisher. He sees differently. I can zoom out. Macam Nikon camera, zoom out sudah tahu apa masalah. If let's say kita okay, dia mau order cabinet kan, kita order cabinet. Apa akan berlaku? Dia pasang, lepas tu dia cakap, oh tak boleh. Cabinet tak boleh pasang. Mau order stand. Your cabinet is there already. Rookie, understand? So always zoom at different perspective. So in your college time, study is very important. In your high school time, sejarah is very important. Sejarah itu menarik. Hey, you might have to remember why. Because when you read the book sejarah, you can stand off. You read 10 times, you have 10 different results. You have 10 different perspectives. You have 10 different end in mind. Betul ya? Orang ingat, example, Mahathir is very good. But actually, dia tak tahu Mahathir actually belakang is very racist. So you have to know. You have to study more. so that you can stand on different end in mind, on people's end in mind, different end in mind, to analyze their motive. Why they do like that? Why they didn't do like another method? Okay, so our end in mind, okay, our company, we have vision and mission. So our vision is to become leader in firefighting. So the end in mind, you must make sure you know the vision of the company. How about the mission? You all know what is the mission of the company? What is the mission of the company? You all don't know. The mission is to build a valuable company, 100 million in 8 years' time, in 10 years' time. You know why? Because in 8 years, we are going to package this company and we are going to sell to investor. And everyone can get a 300,000, 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. I don't know. I don't know. Depend on how proactive you are in this company. And then after 8 years, we retire together, semi-retire. You have a 5 million, you put into bank account, you have 4% interest. You know that's how much? You have 16,000 every month. Correct. Just 5 million only. 16,000 enough or not for you to retire? Semi-retire also can. So whatever you do is based on your passion. You are still working in this company. Why? Pastime. Understand? But people don't know you have 3 million inside the bank account, example. So what is your end in mind? You still want to work until 65 years old, 67 years old, 70 years old, still working the same? Still rushing for the drawing? Huh? Still want to get scold because you 1 month not yet apply FC? No, we are progressing. We are progressing. Understand? So always begin with the end in mind, the big why. Always start from mental creation. Mental creation, human thought is very interesting. You fikir apa barang, lepas itu you akan pergi buat itu barang. Okay? I fikir mau beli itu office sebelah. Sekarang sudah beli. I fikir mau extend kitchen. Mau extend kitchen kan, toilet mau extend kan. This week dia akan raise their floor. This is from mental creation to physical creation. Okay, you anak fikir mau beli motorcycle. Yang canggih punya. Then dia mau plan. Lepas orang yang betul-betul practice habit number 1, lepas tu habit number 2. If you tak ada habit number 1, you pergi habit number 2, tak ada guna. Faham tak? Dia plan habit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ialah in sequence one. If you don't do habit number 1, you go straight away jump to habit number 2, nothing will come out. Understand? Your son say he wants to buy a very expensive 30,000 motorcycle. If he is not proactive, can he buy? No, cannot. He needs to proactively go and think how to get 30,000. He needs to proactively build himself that the bank trusts him and can loan him 30,000. Only he can buy. Correct. Correct or not? So proactive is very important. If you don't proactive, you go to the habit number 2 is understand? No. Okay. So this is an example why we need building inspection. We check for defect. Why we need maintain good fire protection system to save people's life and property. Why we need to keep car clean to let other people use it comfortably. Why we need to return car key and petrol card to let other people use it comfortably and to avoid abuse. Always that as a big why and in mind for everything. Understand? Why we have all this procedure? Why we have this training? To make sure you all know what is 7 habit. Duplication. Okay? Why we need to update Asana? To leave record for others. To learn. To refer and learn. Understand? Very important. So what is your big why? What is your big why? You have to, the bigger your why, the lower chance you will give up. It's very important. If your why is just come this company to earn money, and then if I potong your gaji, definitely you will leave the company. Because your end in mind is just earning money. If your end in mind is here to learn some skills, even though I don't give you any single cents, your pay, you will still work in this company. These are all the entrepreneurs. The young people, 20 years old, need to learn by myself. Even though I underpay you ke, you have that skill ke, you come in, you just want to learn the skills, then you still work. You still work. Okay, I just let you share with you my end in mind why I will masuk ini lubang besar. I'm a college degree in electrical electronic, first class honor, top in the class in the college, University of tak tahu sudah lupa apa university, Bradford Bradford University. Okay, P international competition dapat champion 20,000 US dollar angkat balik ni. P Spain, P Washington. I should be in robotics automation. I should join company like atau di jobs ke atau apa-apa ke. And now I should be a class, don't know, class 8 engineer, class 9 engineer. Dapat gaji 10,000, 12,000. Why I still stick with my father working? Why I'm still in this company? Because when I want to join this company, I see his business 30 years. And then dia punya orang tak banyak lah. Dia asyik kena complain by customer. Contractor bully dia, pekerja bully dia. Tak ada sistem, tak ada policy. Orang pun tak cukup. Kadang-kadang tak mari. Okay, tapi still mau minta naik gaji, naik gaji, naik gaji, naik gaji. So, ada satu issue when Motorola, last time kita buat Motorola sangat besarnya. Cut access CCTV kita bau semua, fire system pun bau semua. So, dia ada satu masalah ialah satu supervisor nama dia Nizam lah. Dia pergi bawa satu contractor, Muniendi, panjang pergi buat welding. Dia tak apply hot work permit. So, lepas tu security Motorola pergi tangkap dia. Tangkap, then kena meeting kena warning So kita kena, I punya bapak masa itu dekat bukit tinggi dengan melancong dengan air. Masa itu I belum graduate lagi So I tengok dia, wah, lepas dengar itu phone call, itu isu sudah terjadi mah. Dia duduk dekat situ. Macam, tak tahu, macam the whole people become traumatized Traumatized you tahu kan? Lepas itu langgar kereta, you seorang blur-blur macam itu, traumatized lah. So I tengok dia macam ini my situation. That's why I decided after I graduated, I want to help him in the business Make sure he can retire early. Make sure he can melanjong without any this kind of calls. So I have made it Last year dia pergi Japan tak tahu. Lebih kurang 1.5 minggu. Tak ada orang pergi kacau dia. Semua smooth. Sebab I ada dekat sini. I tak pergi I tak pergi Japan. I tinggal sini. I always di Amerika pergi melanjong. I always stay in the company. Make sure everything is smooth. And that's my end in mind. And that's why he pay me when after graduated. He pay me 1,900 for part time, but I work full time and overtime. First 3 years I never claim my OT. I makan gaji saja. 1,900, then slowly 2,000, 2002, 2005, 2000, 2008, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Sekarang 5,500. My gaji is 5,500. But all the O's I have done, all the five O's CEO, COO, CFO, CMO, CHRO, hiring people, whatever So semua I sudah tahu macam apa. Accounting, balance sheet, semua barang I pun tahu. Okay, set up system. So the nilai yang I ada tu ialah banyak daripada I yang sepatutnya dapat. But I practice 7 habit, can I complain? No. I can complain, but I cannot always complain. I'm a manusia. It's normal. But my why is that's why I'm still sticking myself on this career. So yesterday I see one people share in TED Talk TED Dia cakap grit is very important. What is grit? GRIT. Tulis. Tulis lah. Ini perkataan sangat penting. GRIT tak ada dalam slide punya. Ini extra punya. Apa tu grit? Grit ialah you punya passion. Tambah you punya perseverance. Perseverance you tahu apa? Never give up. Persevere mah. Orang ligan you, criticize you, humiliate you, kasih you nampak sangat susah, kasih you susah, kasih you tak ada muka. Itu ialah that's you lah. You have to persevere. Banyak orang boleh consistent, tak lepas, tak give up. And then sama sekali dengan passion. You suka buat punya barang. Kenapa you mau buat? In Japanese we call ikigai. Ikigai. Okay? So if your passion and your perseverance, your grit is very strong, Your stamina is very good. You will always focus on what you want. Mm. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years, you can realize whatever is very difficult to realize. So greed is very important. In a big company, in managing position, greed is very important. Dia tak akan cepat-cepat ada orang pi influence dia, dia akan situ gaji lebih tinggi ya, saya mau pi situ dan boom, pi situ. You always change your environment, but you are not persevere on one places. Ah. So your passion and perseverance is very important. Greed lah. These are all the entrepreneurs punya mindset lah, yang you kena belajar. So the big why is very important. I still stick with my big why. I just achieved my big why last year. I worked more than 9 years. I just achieved last year. Huh. 9 years, you know. So how many times I want to give up? I tell you, more than 6 times. I want to. I even resigned one time with my letter sent. And then he sent me another offer letter to work with him again. I tell him I already signed his resignation letter. I don't want to work. You want, you send me an offer letter, then I continue to work with you. Why? Because of all this bobo punya funny punya issue. Okay, so the 7 habit, you learn, practice it, always begin with end in mind. So stick with your big why is very important. Okay, next. So people are working harder than ever, but because they lack clarity and vision, they aren't getting very far. They in essence are pushing a rope with all of their might. So you need to know your end in mind. Always begin with end in mind. Why we want to have a 10 minutes two-board meeting? There's a lot of big why over there. So Hasro said he wants to resign just because of this 10-minute two-board meeting is very complicated. So from our perspective, I'm very sad lah. He said like that because he doesn't know what our end in mind. So we just change our end in mind. Let administration, why not? What administration do the presentation of what they have done as an appreciation, and also you can learn what are the things that they have done. So many benefits. You just swap. So proactive people has a choice. So you know he's not very proactive. He's still reactive. But does that stop me from improving myself? No. We keep on improving ourselves so that we are stronger. So that you don't have to scared of other people. Okay. Okay, habit number 3. Habit number 3 is put first thing first. You remember you must have habit number 1, you must have habit number 2. You only can practice habit number 3. You don't skip. No skip one. Put first thing first. Apa itu put first thing first? Ini ialah test your time management skill. One day, how many things you can do? Prioritize and achieve your most important goal instead of constantly rejecting to urgency. Okay, kita tengok sangat senang. You see this is Pakistan. I teach Pakistan about 7 habits. Understand? So, urgent, tak urgent, penting, tak penting. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Siapa yang ada nampak ini? Tak pernah. Tak pernah nampak ini 4 kuadran. Tak pernah. Oh, okay. Yang penting dengan urgent ialah keperluan. Q1, quarter number 1. Ini barang yang kita mesti membuat setiap hari. Krisis mesyuarat kecemasan tarik akhir saat-saat terakhir, masalah mendesak, peristiwa yang tidak dijangka. Okay, Q2 ialah penting tapi tak urgent. Okay, kerja proaktif, matlamat penting, pemikiran kreatif, perancangan dan pencegahan, pembinaan hubungan, pembelajaran dan pembaharuan, rekreasi. Ini ialah penting tapi tak urgent. So, penting tak urgent ialah barang yang kita kena fokus. These are all strategic things. Pemikiran kreatif. Okay, including this today training, 7 habit, pembelajaran dan pembaharuan. When is your last training? When is the last time you go and apply online training by yourself? Paid 500 ringgit, 1,000 ringgit, 2,000 ringgit, 3,000 ringgit. Tak ada kan? How you are going to improve? Understand? Q3, gangguan yang tidak perlu. Son, your son suddenly call you. Gangguan yang tidak diperlu. Laporan yang tidak perlu. Mesyuarat yang tidak relevan. Masalah kecil orang lain. Email, tugas, panggilan telefon dan post status yang tidak penting. Ini ialah tak penting tapi urgent. Pembaziran. Kerja remeh, aktiviti mengelak, kerehatan yang berlebihan, TV, permainan, internet, tengok video, tengok TikTok, tengok happy-happy punya barang, tengok barang yang boleh increase you punya dopamine, kasih you happy. Makan coklat, happy. Tengok Facebook, happy. Tengok YouTube, happy. Tengok wayang, happy. PGSC Cinema tengok wayang, happy. Saya sudah tak tahu berapa tahun tak tengok wayang. Gossip, gossip is also one of them, pembaziran. So, put first thing first. First thing first, apa maksud? Apa yang perlu you buat, you buat. Apa yang you perlu elak, you elak. Apa yang you patut fokus, fokus. Apa yang you kena buat masa lapang, you kena buat. Q1 is necessity, we cannot do anything lah. Crisis, emergency meeting, last minute deadline, pressing problem, unforeseen event. Okay, ini you kena buat. Q2, effectiveness, barang yang akan kasih you effective. Proactive kerja, important goals, creative thinking, planning prevention, relationship building, learning and renewal, recreation. So ini ialah strategic planning. You kena buat. Banyak orang tak buat punya barang. Bila you buat proactive punya kerja. Example. Bila you set important goals. Bila you buat creative thinking. Bila you buat planning and prevention. Bila you be relationship building. Bila you be buat learning. These are the things. Effectiveness, but banyak orang tak fokus. Okay? Banyak orang tak fokus dan banyak society akan push you pergi buat Q4 yang banyak. Sebab you orang biasa mah. Dia mau you jadi orang biasa mah. Orang kaya macam mana jadi kaya? Dia paksa 95% orang jadi orang biasa. Fokus ke Q4. That's why ada YouTube mah. FOC mah. That's why ada Facebook mah. FOC mah. That's why ada content mah. FOC mah. Betul? These are the things that want to catch you in Q4 so that you waste most of your time. The rich will always become richer. The poor will become poorer. Because they don't know all this Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Q3 is example. Bukan you punya masalah, jadi you punya masalah, then you can have to attend. These are Q3. So, kita kena automate Q3. Make sure kita kurang distraction. And then buat Q1. Yang penting dulu. Masa lapang kita kena buat Q2. Q4 kurangkan. Time waster, television, gaming, internet, excessive relaxation, avoidance activity. So you kena balance lah. You punya lifestyle. They say 20 years old is not a work-life balance time. Work-life balance time comes after when you have mastered most of the skill sets and you have capital. You sudah ada duit. That's the work-life balance coming in. Understand? So example, important and urgent. Your son or daughter demam muntah, kereta pancit ke, then suddenly fire accident happen ke, sprinkler pecah ke, family member accident touch wood ke, repair work must be done by today. Customer sudah cakap, inilah important and urgent. How about important but not urgent? Reading, learning new skill, teaching and learning new skill. Have you teach? Ada ajar orang tak? Tak ada. Sekarang I'm ajar lah, I'm ajaring lah. So if I'm ajaring means it's teaching and learning, teaching new skills lah. Then system upgrade and assessment, working towards goal, relationship building, checklist and mimic update, strategic planning, action plan, exercising, networking and meditation. Ini ialah important but not urgent. Invest in your mind, invest in your health, invest in yourself. Okay? That's why ada orang tanya apa saya mau pergi training lagi. Mesti mau training mah. Tengok 19. Flight ticket pun tak. Apa lagi? Boleh angkat itu laser equipment pi kapal terbang I pun tak tahu. Then location dekat nilai. I tak pernah pergi. These are all the new things. Laser alignment that we need to do. Okay? So always invest. And remember, you must pay to invest yourself. Unless you really know how to value free stuff lah. But always manusia ialah satu sifat kemanusiaan sangat funny punya. Free punya barang you tak akan appreciate punya. Masuk, lupa. Masuk, lupa. Macam tu lah. Okay, not important but urgent. Phone calls, email, interruption, spend too much time but less meaning in long run, dealing with other requests, replying call. Okay, not important, not urgent. Example, Facebook, TikTok, Netflix, ini tak payah cakap lah. Escape activity, playing game, lepak, malam, oversleeping, leisure, window shopping, waiting for others. These are all the not important but not urgent lah. Okay, bukan cakap you tak boleh buat lah. Ini adalah kurangan saja. Okay, so manage your Q1, focus on Q2, avoid your Q3, limit your Q4. Understand? Opportunity planning, keep critical thinking, consider the macro. Okay. So how you spend your time defines who you are lah. Understand? Just now is what you do defines who you are. How you spend your time defines who you are. So we always set our action plan 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, what you want to do, what you want to achieve lah. So this is asana lah. So always when you set your goal, you must make sure it's smart lah. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based lah. Jangan set goal yang you tak cakap, you still you tulis the list of things that you want to do. But after 1 month, it's still there. What? What's the point? Okay. The next one is habit number 4. Think win-win. Lepas you sudah practice habit 1, 2, 3, then you boleh start to think win-win. Think win-win sangat penting lah. Okay. Dia mind you punya courage dengan consideration. Okay. But of course, to think win-win, you kena ada 3 integrity lah. 3 vital characteristics lah. Integrity, maturity, dengan abundance mentality lah. That's how we always practice our magic word. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. This is to build mentality kesyukuran. Abundance mentality. And in all religion, don't care you are Christian, you are Muslim, you are Buddhism, you are Taoism, we always bersyukur to what we have. Understand? Bersyukur bukan puas hati dekat situ then stop. Bersyukur but proaktif untuk improve. Banyak tak sama. Okay? So, always thank you on what we have. So, example, company car lah, case study lah. So we need to jaga kebersihan, jangan salah guna petrol minyak, jimat minyak, jangan kasih engine jalan sangat lama lah. Park betul-betul tempat, jaga kereta engine dengan buat servis secara proaktif. Yang mau buat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sekarang company I think pun tak banyak orang, I think 1 ke 2 saja lah ada buat macam ni memang lah. Okay. If you jaga orang lain punya barang, orang lain pun akan jaga you punya. You jangan risau. Understand? Just practice. So why? Nah, I will tell you why. If you jaga orang lain, lebih daripada you jaga you sendiri, you are actually cultivating positive relationship by making more deposit than withdrawal. Apa maksud? Semua orang ada satu bank 2 bank. Satu bank ialah you punya duit lah. Bank yang kedua ialah emotional bank account. Tak jumpa punya emotional bank account. So you mau macam mana deposit bagus punya emotional bank account? Pegang kepada janji. Do small acts of kindness. Be loyal. Listen. Say I'm sorry. Set clear expectation. Ini ialah deposits. Okay? So, you kena keep promise lah. So, if you keep promise, you tambah 1 markah lah. If you listen, you tambah 1 markah. If you say sorry, I tambah 1 markah. Okay? If withdrawal, apa tu withdrawal? Break promise. You cakap mau macam ni buat tapi you tak buat. Esok lusa, esok lusa, esok lusa. Esok lusa, esok lusa. You tiap-tiap hari potong satu markah. Keep to yourself. You sendiri ada baik punya barang sendiri, sendiri tahu saja, jangan share dengan orang lain. Gossip and break confidence. Don't listen. Be arrogant. Set false expectation. Ini ialah withdrawal yang minus marks. So, I dengan siapa yang ada satu emotional bank account? I dengan Daya ada satu emotional bank account. Then I dengan Sun pun ada satu emotional bank account. So, if let's say I buat bike dekat kamu, I akan tambah markah. Okay? If I buat tak baik kasih kamu, I akan potong markah. So, setiap orang kepala actually ada satu markah. Itu ialah emotional bank account. So, you punya, dengar baik-baik, you punya physical bank account, dia punya duit berapa banyak depend on how well is your emotional bank account. Your emotional bank account is very thorough one, like Yazid, he's a pokai people lah. His pocket also pokai one. Confirm pokai one. So, the law of attraction, ingat, whatever happen to you is you attract one, you know. If you are good, you will attract good people. If you are bad, you will attract bad people. So always improve yourself. Don't care others. Okay? Abu, dia tak jawab phone call, tak respon message, kereta kotor, pinjam tu pun tak pulang, pinjam tu pun tak pulang, tak sopan. Ini orang yang mau gaul dengan dia. Tak mau lah, dia potong berapa maka? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 sudah negatif. 60 mah. So dia punya energy you tengok dia pun negatif 60, you mau campur dengan dia. Tak mau lah. Acau. Dia jawab phone call, respon message, kemas kereta aja pekerja baru untuk buat welding. Bagus lah, ini orang tambah 40 maka. Ini orang atas dia kepala ada tambah 40 maka, tahu. Abu negatif ya. Dia tengok Abu dia tiap hari macam ni atau macam ni ya. Tak happy ya. Abu tak happy ya. Kamu pun tak happy ya. Dia mau gaduh dengan orang mana boleh happy. Bos pun mau gaduh, mau argue. Ali, jawab phone call, respon message kemas tapi suka marah orang, bully orang. So ini orang 10 maka saja. So you tengok Abu ajak Ali. Atas negatif 60, atas positif 40, Ali 10 maka saja. Okay? So if I campur Acau dengan Ali, tinggal berapa? Satu tim pergi buat servicing, 50 maka. Barang akan terjadi ya? Go akan terjadi ya? Okay lah, boleh lah. So if I campur Abu dengan Ali, barang akan terjadi ya? Tak akan tu, apa-apa pun tak boleh ya. Sebab dia reaktif lah, dia mesti blame ya. Negatif 60 tambah 10 maka sudah kasih dia cancel, tinggal negatif 50. Ini tim ialah failure team lah. Okay? So, kasih you fikir, you mau bergaul dengan Acau ke atau Abu? Acau? So, you mau jadi Acau ke you mau atau you mau jadi Abu? Acau? Betul ya? Acau akan attract Acau lah. Lagi banyak Acau lah. Influence lebih banyak Acau lagi lah. Betul ya? Manusia tu repetition, dia tengok you punya anak tengok you macam mana buat dia akan ikut you tahu tak? Jangan main-main oh. Itu ialah satu kita cakap reflection oh. Satu mirror oh. Mirror reflection oh. Mirror image oh. Okay? Faham tak? So emotional bank account you kena deposit lebih daripada withdrawal. You keep promise saya banyak-banyak promise saya tapi tak buat. Itu potong. Jadi saya tak suka esok lusa punya orang ni. You mau, you buat. Tak mau? Jangan tadi banyak alasan. Either you tahu buat ke tak tahu buat saja. Okay. So, think win-win lah. Always think win-win. After you think win-win, you cultivate good emotional bank account. Next, ialah habit number 5. Habit number 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Sangat simple. You cuma ingat satu perkataan. Listen. Always listen to others. Okay? Listen is not enough. You have to be understanding. Review. Some people will review. Some people do the talking. Some people listen. So when we are standing in the middle, it's actually an understanding. We need to find an understanding perspective. So that one is called the end in mind lah. Always refer to habit number 2, end in mind. So if you want to know your prospect very well, when you talk with your customer, when you talk with anyone, when you talk with your colleague, you can always find this FORMHD: family, occupation, hobby, money, health, and dream. You talk with son, you want to get close with son. Sangkaran. Hey, son, we talk about your family. How is your son? Okay, ah? Is he okay?
Yeah, it's fine, sir.
It's fine, sir, lah. Like that, lah. Understand? So, how is your son? Your son, right? Daughter. How is your daughter? Okay, like that. So, any hobby? You got bela ikan. Island Plaza punya chariot mah bela ikan. I must share dengan dia bela ikan. This is how you get close with other people. Okay? Health, kesihatan. Okay? Hello? Ha, ha. Esok pagi. Confirm? Okay, bye-bye. Tengah nanti akan buat. Nanti akan buat. Bye-bye. Okay. So the biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand. We listen to reply. So we listen to understand is very important. If you listen to reply, you just want to answer other people, you don't want to understand his point of view, then you akan gaduh dengan dia lah. Okay. So there are 4 types of listening, 4 levels of listening. Ignoring, first stage. Second, pretending. Third, selective listening. Apa yang dia cakap, kita fikir, kita pilih apa yang mau dengar. So, I cakap dengan you ada baik, ada tak baik. You pilih yang baik punya dengar, you tak pilih tak baik punya dengar. So, next time you akan buat salah lagi. Okay? Or attentive listening. Attentive listening, when you listen, is when people talk to you, your eye, they must have eye contact on you. Ada orang masa you cakap dengan dia tengok bawah, dia tengok tepi ke, macam ada emas ke, tengok langitnya, apa-apa. This is not attentive listening, this is called pretending, ignoring, or selective listening. So this kind of people, no respect one. You think he's making withdrawal or deposit? Withdrawal. Do you think he will success? No. Wishing good luck lah. Wishing good luck lah. So always listen to other people's idea and feeling lah. Try to see things from their point of view lah. Listen to others without interrupting. I'm confident in voicing my idea. I look people in the eyes when talking. These are the attentive listening punya criteria. Always attentive listening is very good. Okay? Ini panjang payah lah. Now summarize in one word is listen. Listen and understand. Okay, you have habit number 1, be proactive. You sudah sangat proaktif setiap hari. You pun tahu you can go. Sangat clear. You mau buat apa. You have big why. You say 100 million. Yang ketiga, you sudah tahu put first thing first. You punya time management skill sangat baik. Q1 pun boleh buat, Q2 pun boleh buat, Q3 pun boleh buat, Q4 tak buat banyak. You punya masa sangat 100% fully realized. Okay? Then lepas tu Q4, you sudah start think win-win. Boss mau menang, I mau menang, customer mau menang, semua orang menang, colleague mau menang. Okay? Semua orang shock you lah. EBA pun sangat powerful. Semua cing, positif, money mau Maria. Customer tengok you shock, mau kasih you duit. You tengok PO 1 bulan tak buat. Jadual pertama. Ini yang negatif. Dia mau tukar kita lah. Mungkin dia next year tak mau kita servicing, macam mana? This is the consequences that we have to face. But Eclipse Automation is I yang personally P lah. So you kena jaga customer. So all the asana punya barang you kena tengok. Setiap asana punya task ada cerita sendiri punya. So what we can do is always close the task as much as possible. Keep it lean.
If not, the cases sure will happen because we cannot depend on some better print like what I did for the.
You keep PO, can print, no problem.
If you're ready, we can put the number. I'll issue the. So if anyone can read for what, we can take the file and refresh immediately for the response.
Oh.
Then from there we know which are the one is pending, which PO is a new PO, old POs we still the customer own from us, old. It's nice that our suggestion actually because I see from other places.
You can still print, you can keep on your hard copy.
Yeah, hard copy.
But Asana is always the first thing you have to scroll. You tak ada kerja, you scroll through, you screen through Asana banyak-banyak kerja yang you boleh buat. Banyak-banyak preparation yang kita boleh buat. Is how many people which go to habit number 6 nanti ya. Nah, habit number 5 ya lah. Whether you habit number 5 whether you sudah tahu you emotional bank account you sangat baik. Boss dengan you pun sangat sebab you think win-win mah. Company pun win mah. And you dengan boss always keep promise mah. Okay, example lah, you dengan you punya colleague lah. Bukan habu lah, kacau lah. You kacau. Okay. Now habit number 5, you start to listen. You listen to your bosses. What is his needs? And then you understand why your boss like that. Okay. Then you listen to your colleague. Why he is like that. Then you attentive listening. With attentive listening to Hasro what he wants to fulfill now. Whether he listen to our requirement, whether he could do our requirement is another thing. Understand? Then here comes the habit number 6. Synergize. Synergize is habit number 6 is an action that in a company of people, you have 5 people all together practice habit number 1 and habit number 5. Only then you can synergize. Because their end in mind is the same, you know. We want to build 100 million worth company. Okay? So kerja sampai malam pun ada. Kerja sampai tak tidur pun ada. Okay? Just for the sake of synergize. Okay? So we have different race, different religion, different skin color, different culture, so many difference. But if okay, this is called the wave lah in our mind lah. We have beta, we have SMR, alpha, theta, and delta lah. So if all the synergy lah, teamwork and open-mindedness, going through a process to find new solution to resolve issue and bring improvement. Okay? So maksud apa? Maksud ialah if kita ada 20 orang sama sekali practice 7 habit, then kita sama-sama synergize. The result is 1 plus 1 is equals to 3. 1 plus 1 is equals to 10, equals to 100. It's very, very powerful. Bukan I cakap I mau pi pasang cabinet, then you cakap you mau pasang stand. Maksudnya tak sama eh. Level tak sama mah. Anime tak sama mah. So always listen. Use your habit number 5. Listen. Understand. And then clarify the end in mind. Habit number 2. Be willing. Proactive ah. Be willing ah. Orang salah ialah you yang salah ah. You yang salah memang you yang salah. Be willing ah. You have to be sacrifice yourself. Okay? Then only then we can working together to explore alternative and produce a result which is 1 plus 1 equals to 3, 10, 100, 1000. Understand? This is a synergy process. Okay? So you know you are synergizing when you have a change of heart. You want to change. You feel new energy and excitement. You see things in a new way. You feel that the relationship has transformed. You end up with an idea or a result that is better than what either you have started with third alternative. Understand? Synergy lah. Synergy means working together. Okay? So if you want to walk fast, you walk alone. But if you want to walk far, walk together. Ini sangat penting. I mau jalan seorang, I boleh jalan sangat cepat punya. Walaupun gaji bukan 5,000 lah, mungkin 20,000, 3,000, I boleh terus resign ya, no problem. But we value together. So we work together, we walk far together. That's why boss said, another 8 years, I want to retire already. I work 9 years restlessly from morning 6 a.m. from night until 9 or 10. Okay, so treasure your opportunity. Understand? Dia bukan compromise ah. Dia ialah 1 plus 1 equals to infinity ah. Ingat, you tak ada habit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jangan synergy ah. Sangat susah nak synergy ya. Proactive dengan reactive memang orang macam mana synergy. Ni kasih saya tahu. Dia bergantung kepada proaktif yang orang ada 1,000 positive energy ah. You ada 500 ah, you sudah potong dia 500 ya. Understand? Then at the end, habit number 7 ialah sharpen the saw. You kena increase motivation, energy, work-life balance by making time for renewing activity. Ni tengok you kena buat six habit, you baru boleh buat habit seven work-life balance You tak proaktif, you macam mana work-life balance, you kasih saya tahu. You animal pun tak tahu you macam mana work-life balance. You tak think win-win, you tak think untuk orang lain, you semua orang tak menang, you mau work-life balance Susah. Susah. Okay? So Abraham Lincoln cakap, if dia ada 6 jam mau chop down into 3, dia akan spend first 4 hours to sharpen the axe. Sharpen the saw. So what are the saw that you can sharpen? Your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. So exercise is important. That's why you see every morning I will exercise, no matter what. Okay. Nutrition is very important. You have to eat healthy. If you are sick always, how you want to sharpen the saw? How you want to practice 7 habits? So proactively go and make sure your health, your body is good. Understand? If you want to take care of people, you have to learn how to take care of yourself. By taking good care of yourself is actually a gift for everyone around you. Because if you take good care of yourself means you are taking care of other people. Betul ya, I cakap? So don't get sick. If you get sick, you are becoming a liability to everyone. Your work will become your colleagues punya kerja. Okay? Then you have to spend money. And then your family members has to take care of you. And then your father and your mom with your son and your daughter is going to apa kita cakap risau. Okay, semua negatif, semua reaktif. Okay, body is very important. Always take care of your nutrition. Always go and explore what are the good things that we can practice. Apa benda yang kita boleh makan untuk jaga kesihatan kita. Bukan panggil you makan Herbalife, jangan risau. Ialah panggil you fokus kepada makanan yang patut. Jangan makan macam bos. Walak. Then darah gula naik sangat tinggi. Makan perlahan-perlahan. Jangan makan biskut banyak. Jangan makan nasi banyak. Control. Suku-suku separuh. Makan lebih banyak protein. Be belajar proactively, be explore. Apa benda yang you mau makan. Okay? Stress management. Okay? Your heart, consistent deposit in EBA of key relationship, emotional bank account. Mind, reading, writing, learning, study. As I Warren Buffett sudah retired, Warren Buffett 6 jam baca buku setiap hari. You ada? Tak ada. Balik tidak. I will go balik tidak. Okay? So, you boleh macam mana? Tukar you punya Facebook, tukar you punya YouTube, tengok benda yang you boleh belajar. Management ke, self-enlightenment ke, good food ke, healthy food ke. You tahu actually minyak masak ialah paling teruk punya minyak. Tak tahu? 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 You pergi Google tengok. All the seeds oil, all the palm oil are the worst oil. The smoke temperature is very low. So when you start to itu minyak sudah keluar banyak barang yang boleh kasih you keradangan badan. Hmm. Ini yang makan banyak heart attack high blood pressure ini sauce So apa minyak yang bagus? 4 jenis. Olive oil but at room temperature. If you drizzle on your salad, it's okay. But if you start to dia jadi rancid oil. Oil yang akan mengakibatkan you heart attack, high blood pressure, keradangan badan, rheumatoid, lain lagi. Apa? Olive oil at room temperature, drizzle at salad. Tak boleh masak. Coconut. Coconut oil is the one of the best oil. Why? Because coconut oil, the temperature is very high. Okay? Selain daripada coconut oil, butter. But butter banyak jenis kok. Sekarang fake punya butter pun ada,没有. They are mixed with palm oil. Bukan margarine pure butter. Then apa lagi? If Cina kita makan lard oil. Yeah, that's a good oil. If untuk Muslim, we eat what? Beef tallow. T-A-L-O-W. Dia macam beef punya oil. Beef punya lemak. Not bad ah. Daya, apa saya tahu? Kenapa you tahu?
Sebab
Siapa ajar you?
saat sakit tu, doktor bagi tahu yang ni semua tu lah.
Doktor mana kasih tahu ya? Doktor mau you sakit ya? You pergi jumpa dia 150 mah. Consultation fee mah. Biskut jangan makan banyak. Sebab biskut dia banyak. Kita cakap trans fat. Kena jaga. Roti pun jangan makan banyak. Unless you sendiri buat roti. Betul-betul punya roti guna 4 ingredient saja. Yeast, butter, flour dengan air atau tukar jadi susu. Wah, sedap. 4 ingredient you letak dalam you punya oven, ting keluar itu 4 ingredient itu baru-baru roti. Bukan itu gardenia. You pergi tengok gardenia belakang INS 932, INS 602 reinforce reinforce apa? Reinforce zinc reinforce iron folic acid ini semua yang chemical. You tengah makan chemical. Okay, so these are all knowledge. Understand? Health knowledge you all need to go and explore. Okay, then the last is spirit lah. This is the last I think. So renewal is a principle and a process, and that empower us to move on an upward spiral of growth and change of continuous improvement. Okay, so macam tu saja. Ada apa-apa complete? Congratulations, you have learned 7 habits, which I need to pay 2,000 to learn. You are FOC. So remember all these 7 habits. Practice it sequentially, starting by proactive. Don't be reactive. Bad things will happen. You choose to be proactive or reactive. And then set your clear goal. Always begin with the end in mind. 7 habits has been accompanying me for many years already. I started to implement it during my 5th year. I've been practicing 4 years. And I will continue to practice to become an effective people. Very, very effective people. Okay? So, as usual, end of the lesson, we will practice our abundance of mentality by saying, thank you, magic word. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay.